History of sugar. Sugar. Introduction. Sugar and sugary products are part of our lives, and we could hardly imagine a life without them. Sugar is not only contained in cakes and soft drinks, but it is often added to many processed foods. Depending on the country you live in, you may even have some sugar in your meat products or other dishes you wouldn't expect to find it in. Sugar has increased the possibility of preserved food like fruits by turning it into jam, to produce alcohol, and to make desserts last for a long time. Let's have a look at some historical facts. In 1700, sugar consumption was approximately 2 kilograms per year per capita, and it increased to 18 kilograms by 1850. However, sugar was costly and was consumed only by the upper and wealthy class. In parallel, let's see what the development in treating diabetes was. In 1706, John Rollo, a Surgeon General to the Royal Artillery, observed that restricting measures in their diet was successful against diabetes. The French pharmacist and hygienist Apollinaire Bouchardat, 1809–1886, considered the modern father of diabetology, observed an improvement in diabetic patients. His school became famous for advising sugar-free diets, known as the Bouchardat's treatment. The introduction of sugar extraction methods from beet, in the second half of the 19th century, and corn, from the 70s, increased sugar consumption to over 30 kilograms. In some countries, the average sugar consumption reaches more than 50 kilograms per annum per capita. In parallel, Banting and Best, two medical doctors, discovered insulin. On the 12th of December 1921, they announced a remedy to treat diabetes and the solution for the increased number of diabetic patients to the American Society of Physiology. In the previous chapter, we have learned that we should at most consume about 25 to 36 grams of sugar a day. If we multiply these values by the days of the year, the maximum annual recommended consumption of sugar should be between 9 and 13 kilograms per annum. The reality is that by the end of the 20th century, the consumption of sugar was somewhere between 30 and 50 kilograms per person per year. The current sugar consumption corresponds to at least 3 times the currently recommended maximum of 9 to 13 kilograms per annum per capita. Cost of diabetes. A study published in September 2018 in BMJ Global Health shows that just 3 multinational companies dominate the global market for insulin. Diabetic people are paying far more than they should. The authors estimated the profitable manufacturer's selling price of insulin to be about below $100 per person per year. Still, governments are paying between $531 to $1,251 per person per year. In many cases, private insurance companies would not provide coverage for patients with diabetes. What do you think about the parallelism between sugar consumption and insulin discovery? Look at how much sugar is included in the products around you. Ice cream, canned food, frozen food, packaged food.